All right, good afternoon, everyone. In this interview, we will gain valuable insights from Kyle Leppert, the head coach of the Hereford High School men's lacrosse team. His experiences and perspectives on leadership and sports will be explored, particularly in the context of his role in shaping young athletes. This discussion is part of our KNES 449 course on leadership in sports organizations, and it highlights the importance of effective leadership in athletic environments. So, some of the topic outlines and course objectives are going to begin first with an introduction. Then we will go over his why into coaching. Then we will discuss his day-to-day duties as a athletic head coach, and then we will discuss when he began to feel like a leader. We will cover some of his experiences that have helped him develop as a head coach and some advice of an incoming individual who's interested in joining the sports industry. So, Professor Leppard has extensive knowledge on human kinetics and human performance. He is also a state championship in the 2A men's conference for lacrosse. He also has a background in athlete and education of strength and conditioning and continues to explore research on long term athlete development. So, Professor Leppert's why for getting involved in the sports organization and sports industry as a head coach ultimately comes down to his desire to improve the health and fitness of individuals. He wanted to really truly create a great experience through sport by culminating an entire aspect of team unity and culture. So, with doing that, his desire to get back into the X's and O's and really teach through the wins and losses helped him create plans on delving into more of the mindset of the player, along with bringing in his holistic approach in human performance. For his day to day duties, um, currently with the spring season commencing, they are holding tryouts and evaluation periods to determine the team and how that structure is going to be coming about. Then obviously going through a organizing practice and conductive skills to assess the team environment. But then also weekly game planning that's going to be assessing teams that they're going to be facing on week to week. Team dynamics that is going to consist of the athletes and the coaches, and then administrative and logistical issues that's going to be comprising of anywhere from travel to resources and allocating whatever equipment that the team may need. And to conclude with that, the ancillary services and the support directives, that is going to constitute whatever people that want to volunteer or provide any services to help with team activities. That's going to be what they will do to decide what parents might have anticipatory interviews with. So ultimately, with Coach Leppert, he truly became or truly felt like he was a leader when he was able to apply his knowledge and practical and analytical skills into the field and bringing that to the players, allowing the data and the science driven response to give the players everything that they need and allowing them to have a great experience truly is when he was allowed to bring the classroom experience to the field. Some career development opportunities for Coach Leppert really came through Coach's Insider, which delivers various activities of lacrosse and various sport platforms of instrumental training videos and different practices that they can compel from. In addition to that, he is an active member of the USCCE, which is a developmental group for coaches excellence. For some of his leadership responsibilities. Some of that is going to delve into the athletic directors and the administrative management. But then also including that is going to be some of the assistant coaching experiences that he had. He explained to me one of his first experiences as an assistant coach. He experienced somebody who didn't have very much experience, but was required to be constantly coached from his assistants. So that was very eager. He was eager to learn a lot by delivering the leadership that he has to the field and becoming more of that outspoken leader. His second experience that was not so well for him. He experienced a coach that didn't really want to take very much input, so that gave him another insight of how he could potentially balance both of those annotations of delivering coach material and being effective. And then lastly, some leadership responsibilities came from giving the players the ability to lead and take charge. I feel like that is one of the key aspects of leadership, and the ability to give leadership and ownership to others. So this was a great point that he keyed on. So through his professional experiences, obviously as a professor here at Towson University, he does more than just teaching inside the classroom. He brings that to the field as well. As an active member, as I stated before, of the USCCE, he develops himself through the North American Summit, which he attends every year. And then lastly, through his TU faculty. They have exceptional experiences as either former ADs, athletes themselves, coaches, and trainers. So his career goal alignment that deals extremely extensively with the long-term athlete development model, as you can see here. His desire to build more coaches and align that message and value of athletes' desires and the parents' outlook. And lastly, we have here his advice that he would give to someone who is interested in entering the sport industry was mainly about gaining the experience, networking and making new connections, new relationships, having that constant outreach to uphold those relationships. Saying yes to the experiences, whether it's volunteering or making the effort to get exposure to whatever sport that you may be interested. And don't hesitate to use your professor's expertise and guidance. That really comes down to just being able to understand where you can be able to be of service of people, but then understand too where you can gain more knowledge about a particular idea or sport. And then lastly, ask yourself, and understand your own why. That should really be that soul searching of what is it that you ultimately want to do. What is it that you ultimately want to do for service, and how can you achieve that in doing so? So thank you very much for this presentation. I hope you were able to gain a little bit more insight from a logistical standpoint of somebody's experience in the sport industry and leadership expertise for that matter. So thank you very much.